Good morning and welcome to the Crystal Palace Academy for today's Under-18 Premier League game between Crystal Palace and West Ham United, the Academy of Football. This stream is brought to you by the University of Roehampton and it sees Crystal Palace joint top of the league with Fulham, so a chance to get 3 points and try and get ahead of them and hopefully eventually maybe even get a European spot. We shall find out later on in the season. Let's have a look at the Palace lineup today. So in goal, it's Joe Whitworth. In defence, we've got Dylan Thistleton at right back, centre-back pairing of Joe Sheridan and Dan Quick, and at left back, Teo Adaramola. The midfield three, the two sitting players, have got Aidan Steele and Caden Rodney. Just in front of them, Jack Wells-Morrison. Out wide today, Jez Rak-Saki and Malik Cadogan. And up front for Palace today, a man who scored so many goals this season, David Labu. So that is the team. We'll have the game very shortly with commentary from Will Robinson and Palace legend Mark Bright. Before that, we are going to hear from the under-18 coaching staff. But first, a man I spoke to not very long ago. He has leapt so high in recent games. It's Dan Quick. Dan, we've got West Ham today here at the Academy. What are you expecting from the game today?
Obviously expecting a reaction because early on in the season we beat them 2-1 at their place, so expecting a big reaction. They're going to want to get one back at us and upset us and get one back.
Now I just want to talk to you about the main thing I've noticed about you this season is how high you can jump. Are you the highest jumper in the squad? You've got to be, right?
Yeah, I think I'm up there in all the jumping tests and stuff, and I think I've got good heading techniques. I think that helps as well.
Are you pleased with how you've been getting involved in with goals and assists this season?
Yeah, definitely. It's always good to help. You don't get many opportunities as a centre back to go and score a goal or get an assist. So when I come up for a corner, I obviously come up with the intent to score or assist, and we work on it in the training ground. So it's always nice for it to come off.
So what is your story? When did you join Palace and where are you from?
I joined Palace at under-13s, so I've been here 5 years now, so quite a long time. So quite a good achievement to get this far. And I'm from Sevenoaks area, so not far from here.
So what was your story before Palace then? Were you just playing in the local area in Sevenoaks? I think that's what Johnny Williams, where he started off as well.
Yeah, I think he's from around there as well. I was playing for a side called Phoenix before I joined Palace, just at Sunday League level, and I enjoyed that. But obviously made decisions to come to Palace and start my journey here. So.
And how much is everyone enjoying this season, like riding high near the top of the league?
Oh yeah, we're loving it. Everyone's loving it. Obviously, just taking every game as it comes. Obviously, we just want to focus on winning every game. But yeah, everyone's really enjoying it. Looking forward to seeing how it ends.
Thanks, Dan. We'll let you get on and practice your jumping in the warm-up.
I will. Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers. Paddy, West Ham today. Obviously, you got victory over them earlier in the season. What are you expecting today?
Tough test again. It's an excellent academy. We know we have to be on our game to get a result today, but ultimately we focus on the performance and see where that leads us.
We spoke to Dan Quick just now before the game. I was talking to him about how high he can jump. He's been impressive this season.
Yeah, Dan's been excellent. He's a fantastic young man, and he takes his development really seriously. We've seen massive improvement and growth in him.
Jez Rak-Saki has been training with the first team recently, but is it good to have him back?
Yeah, fantastic. It's always good to have your players available, and I'm sure that exposure to training with the first team, he's come back again. Another player who'll be on a high from being over there in that environment, and we're looking forward to seeing how he performs today with us.
He had a lovely performance against Southampton at the weekend, and Malik Cadogan got a couple of goals in that. Has it been great to have him in your team?
Yeah, I think again Malik and Jez are examples to all young players. Malik has been sort of in and out of the team and hasn't had a lot of game time early on in the season. He's worked hard on the training ground, made sure he was ready for when his chance came, and he took his chance on Saturday. Got two well-deserved goals. His all-round performance was fantastic, and he keeps himself in the team today. So we're delighted for him. And like I said, we use players like that in situations like that as an example to all young players that we have at the club.
Thanks, Paddy.
All right, cheers, Chris.
Cheers. We can cut that.
Well, the games are coming thick and fast now as the title race heats up, but for Crystal Palace there is just one important factor this morning. Win today and they can move 3 points clear at the top of the Under-18s Premier League South. Their home form has been pretty imperious since Christmas, with 5 wins in their last 6 here in South London, but they come up against a wounded West Ham side on the back of defeat to title rivals Fulham. The Hammers will be determined that this time around they can have a profound impact on the race at the top. The visitors themselves have struggled so far this season, but have lost just 1 of their last 5 and can boast a history of producing young players that few teams across the country can rival. So can Crystal Palace, in their first season as a Category 1 academy, confirm their status as the new kids on the block? Or will West Ham serve up a reminder that, well, form may be temporary, class is very much permanent? All the action for you this morning live on the official Crystal Palace YouTube channel, sponsored by the University of Roehampton. Will Robinson in the commentary box this morning, joined as always by Mark Bright. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Will. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Good, nice and fresh, lovely. I think, do you know, I was just looking at the last, when we played away, I think it was an evening kick-off, I'm sure. And I just took a quick note of I think there's 7 changes. I think some are still in the squad, but there's 7 changes to the starting lineup that they made when we played them away. I think it was November.
Well, it is a much changed West Ham side. Should we have a look at both teams, starting with Palace? Palace make just 1 change to the side that beat Southampton 4-0 last time out. Jezrean Raksaki replacing Victor Akinwale in the forward line. David Omalabu will likely start up front after playing on the left at the weekend. And goal scorers Caden Rodney and Malik Cadogan retain their places. On the substitutes bench, Akinwale has a chance to continue his record of playing in every game this season by appearing off the bench, and Kevin Gonzalez, who scored after coming on last time out, is also among the replacements. So this is the West Ham side. They make 5 changes from the one that lost to Fulham last time out, and as you say, lots of changes from the time they last played Crystal Palace. Divan Mubama replaces Kai Corbett up front, while Gail Kaliba's inclusion sees Kamari Sawyer drop to the bench. Benjamin Heel starts his first game in 5, with Isaac Evans and Amadou Diallo the other additions. Regan Clayton is available off the bench after starting 7 of the last 10, while Billy Bates makes his first appearance in the Under-18 squad this season. So it does look like a changed West Ham side from the one that you last watched.
Yeah.
Away from home.
I think because, you know, we're at that stage where retain and release meetings have taken place, so the young ones know that if they're not getting a pro deal or not, and sometimes they get fixed up to go have a week's trial somewhere else at another club trying to secure a deal. So you have much changed lineups, but we've been pretty consistent with ours, haven't we? Who's been injured? Finn Mooney's injured, isn't he? Cardio.
Jaden Raymond.
Jaden. So yeah, we've had a few injuries ourselves, but they've been very consistent. And I was in the office yesterday. I've just seen some of the prep that the staff of Paddy were going through. And you know, they do like a 10-minute presentation this morning before the players go out, etc. And keep it all going.
Well, it was an important win against Southampton last time out to draw level at the top of the league. A win today with no other games on this morning could see Palace 3 points clear by the time Fulham play next, as the team just huddle up there for their final preparations. It is good that Palace have managed to keep a consistent side. I think West Ham had the slightly peculiar thing of one of their players coming on trial from Arsenal and then having to play against Arsenal in his first game while still contracted to...
Yeah, it happens. You know, and we've got players who we've told they're not getting a deal, and they've gone to other clubs as well to go on trial. Yeah, it's what it is at this stage, and you know, you've got to work hard. That's what we always tell them. Keep working hard, keep progressing. Can you get into the 23 squad? Can you get on the pitch? And as you can see in the background there, lots of work going on. That's where the stand is going to go. There with those footings. Well, not footings, what are they? It's concrete, isn't it?
Banks. There's concrete banks. As West Ham kick off and go long straight away, and Palace try and deal with this early foray forward from the visitors, playing in their light blue away strip. And immediately Isaac Evans tries to advance down the left-hand side, but Thistleton shepherds the ball out. It's been bathed in sunshine, the academy ground, for much of this morning, as has South London, but don't let that fool you. It's a chilly day, isn't it?
Yeah, there's frost all over the car this morning. But anyway, we can't complain. We're watching football.
Exactly. As Joe Sheridan goes long towards Malik Cadogan, who of course scored his First 2 goals of the season in that win against Southampton last time out. In fact, it may have been Cadogan there who was just chasing the ball down.
Yeah, Cadogan,
Raksaki on the other side.
Caden, you meant, yeah.
Cadogan wearing 11.
So, so it looks like 4-2-3-1. Aidan Steele and Caden Rodney just holding the midfield. Then you've got Jack, who's on the ball now, playing in the 10 role. And then up front, you've got David on his own down the middle, David Omalabu, number 9. And Malik, 11. Jezrin Raksaki is 7.
It is Omalabu who pressures the goalkeeper there, Christian Heggie, and he's forced into a rush clearance, but Adaramola can't pick up on the loose ball in midfield, and West Ham have a chance to build from the back through Sonny Perkins. And now out to the left-hand side. Palace doing well to pressure the ball there as they win it back in West Ham's half, and now Raksaki can come forward. Here he is with Omalabu in support, tries to hook onto his left foot, but the ball is nicked away from him by Michael Forbes. Thistleton wins it back though. Now Steele into Rodney and back once again to Steele. Dan Quick to Adaramola. He evades the attentions of the defender, and then another, and he has a chance to get a ball in here, but Heggie will catch. But a first glimpse of what Adaramola can do down that left-hand side.
That's what I like to see from Tayo. He really does play on the front foot, and when he gets forward, that's what he can do. He's got the pace to go past people, lovely touch on the ball, although the cross was a little weak.
West Ham come forward. I think Adaramola actually played further forward in midfield last time these two sides met, so West Ham will be familiar with his threat going forwards as Dan Quick goes all the way back to Joe Whitworth in the Palace goal. Here's Sheridan. 2-1 Palace ran out winners last time they played West Ham, with Finn Mooney, who's obviously not available today, scoring the winner after David Omalabu had equalised. And here West Ham come again, taking on Thistleton. Chance to get a ball in, but Whitworth will gather.
Too easy, that one. Dylan's got to get that cut off, or he's got to get Jez or Aiden, somebody out there just to help out a little bit.
Well, he's recovered well, hasn't he, Thistleton? I think it was...
Yeah, you can see that how Paddy does it. The 2 centre-back split, and then the full-backs go right onto the touchline.
As Rodney was put under
you can
pressure
hear him
there.
shouting higher to Teo. When you receive the ball, you're closer to the halfway line.
Here come Palace once again. This time it's a long ball towards Adaramola. He's going to get there. His first touch is good, and he sets up the chance for a cross, but once again, straight at the keeper.
Well, you can just hear a little bit of a breeze, wind right to left, making that too easy for the goalkeeper to collect. That's 2 in a row. A little bit more purpose on the ball. Get your foot around it, shape it back towards that penalty spot.
Cadogan pressures Levi Lang, but he manages to turn into space, and West Ham retain possession. And now there's a chance to spread the ball out wide. Here's Junior Robinson. Robinson's early ball in finds its target, but the header is wayward. First chance for Divin Mbama.
Yeah, you could hear Joe Whitworth, the goalkeeper, shout away. Just watch the centre forward getting between the 2 centre backs. I mean, Joe Sheridan's really, he's the furthest player away. He's got to go tight, go and engage, because he can see. I think it's Dan Quick, he comes over his head, he doesn't know what's behind him, so that's about information, that's about the goalkeeper shouting and talking, and maybe the right back as well, Dylan shouting.
Here is Thistleton, seeing a lot of the ball in these early stages, and he's taking on Benjamin Heel. He's kept the ball, but he looks for support from Wells Morrison. Nice ball in behind to Raksaki. He turns onto his left foot, now onto his right. Raksaki goes down, and the referee points to the spot. And Palace have an early chance to take the lead. It was Raksaki who was fouled.
Very good play. Dylan doing well, getting down the outside. Jezrin just inside the 18-yard box. He's free, he's on his own. He wants the ball to his feet. He's got excellent balance and you know, change of direction there. Fools one, well, I mean, clumsy. Really, really clumsy. I think it's Forbes. I don't want to do him a disservice, but looked a little clumsy. And, shenanigans going on over the penalty spot.
Yeah, I think
David Omalabu.
Omalabu frustrated there. He thought the penalty spot was being stamped on.
It's the old chestnut, but
Well, he scored 4 penalties already this season, David Omalabu. He's scored every one that he's taken, and he has a chance now to give Palace an early lead. And he does.
Good
Emphatically finished into the top corner, and that's just the start that Palace would have been looking for. 1-0, 6 minutes gone. David Omalabu again.
yeah, good penalty. Well, they're all good if it goes in the top, goes in the net. Sends the keeper the wrong way. Very composed. As we said before, a little bit of shenanigans going on, trying to put him off. But you know, get yourself composed. You take it when you're ready. Forget when the referee blows the whistle. And you know, it's only really a couple of attacks we've had down the left-hand side with Tayo, and then just one down the right. Excellent, slotted. One down the right-hand side where we've got Dylan and Jez. So
it was great work from Raksaki, wasn't it, to win that penalty?
Very good.
The footwork in the
very
box.
good. I mean, this is what you need. This is what we need to produce. This is it. People can go past defenders with the ball.
Here's Robinson crossing the ball in as West Ham look to hit back. 5 goals in his last 6 starts for the under-18s Raksaki before today, but this time he's created the chance for David Omalabu to score from 12 yards as the throw finds its way eventually to Perkins. Rodney's back there defending, and now Cadogan. His clearance doesn't go all the way, finds Heel and now Woods. And Woods is slightly isolated down the right there. He's done well to keep the ball. He has support from Robinson. Robinson is muscled off the ball by Adaramola, but the linesman
the referee's
flags.
Yeah, he's given a free kick. I thought that was a shoulder charge. Did you see the game last night? Was it Haaland? He shoulder charged, boshed somebody off the ball, didn't he?
He did.
We don't see it very often, right? Down into the corner, right. I think that's a shoulder charge. I really do. I don't think it's a foul. Wasn't in the back.
It's a tough line
shoulder
to
shoulder
draw,
to
isn't it?
shoulder. Yeah, used to be very common.
Amadou Diallo will take the free kick. Ball does come in. It's met at the near post.
Chance. And good
Joe
chance.
Whitworth will be pleased to see that flash wide.
Yeah, it was a little low, wasn't it? Came in quite low. Was it Perkins? Gone. Perkins, or maybe.
Yeah, who met it.
Got a free header on it. Yeah.
But Palace survive, and here is Steele. Slips as he passes, but the ball still finds Adaramola. Back to Dan Quick. Quick, who's started every game since October for this under-18 side and become a real key part of the Palace defence, which was just under pressure there. And Quick goes back to the goalkeeper, who had to come a long way out to clear that ball.
Well, that all starts with Mali. You know, it's a poor pass. And what it does, puts defenders under pressure. They have to turn towards their own goal rather than play forward down the line. The small things that count.
Robinson. Quick. Cuts the
now,
ball out.
From being in possession in our own half, comfortable, we're now defending a corner. And these are the things that the coaching staff will go mad at when, you know, they'll clip it and do it in the meeting and say, look at this. A lack of care on your pass puts us into a defensive position.
Well, West Ham have threatened from a set piece already so far. There was Robinson making the run short, but instead they will take it towards the near post again. This time it's headed clear. But West Ham can gather the ball again and find Diallo on the wing.
Oh,
His touch is loose, and Palace have a chance to ease the pressure. First clean sheet in 5 games last time out against Southampton. They'll be keen to make a habit of keeping sides out, won't they? Their scoring record is so good going forwards.
yeah. But ultimately, well, you have to win football matches. That's what you know. You love 2 goals and a clean sheet. Everybody would, but you have to win. There'll be occasions where you know you give opportunities away. Right. So, did that look like a foul to you?
I was just going to ask your opinion on that. It's another one where it looks like they're kind of grappling for the same ball, don't they?
What you want is that these guys battle. You want to see them fight and battle for the ball. I think he wins it. The referee's right on the spot, and not every challenge is a foul.
Well, you could see the frustration from the West Ham
Yeah, of course, yeah.
players when that whistle was blown. Here is Sheridan, who looks for the long ball down that channel towards Wells Morrison.
Ooh.
It's a bit of a high foot there from Raksaki, but he gets away with it and tries to bring in Thistleton, but West Ham can bring the ball away. Now Perkins turning back into midfield to Archie Woods. And Woods looks to his right-hand side with Diallo, who has support from Robinson, but Adaramola will get across well to hook the ball away.
Just a little careless, West Ham in that counter. You just see a little bit more care on the pass. If it's more to the man rather than into the space.
It was in space, Robinson.
Oi.
A high foot there, and the referee does blow. Amadou Diallo only his second or third start, I should say, this season.
He's number 7. He's the captain as well, isn't he?
He is.
Quite rare, isn't it?
And he's started on the left on both occasions. So
they've got quite a few lefties playing West Ham.
Is that something? I know there's a lot of football purists who just love watching left-footed players.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know what. I'm not entirely sure what the difference.
No, it gives you balance to the team, doesn't it? Naturally, you know, we all see players playing on the left-hand side who are right-footed. Things can happen quicker, in my opinion, because people just deal with it quickly and turn on the outside and play rather than come inside. Just balance to the team.
Well, there's a lot of managers, particularly now with centre-backs being a big part of how you build up from the back.
Yeah.
Wanting a left-footed and a right-footed centre-back on either side, isn't there? There's West
What
Ham.
I want is someone who keeps the ball out of the net.
Here is Gael Kaliba, all the way back to Christian Heggie, the Hungarian goalkeeper, who plays it short, and then the ball is knocked long, but that one's too long to trouble Joe Sheridan, who says, I'll let that go all the way back. So Whitworth, now Quick is under pressure. He manages to get a challenge in. There are appeals to the referee, but nothing doing.
Careless.
And Quick gets away with it.
Yeah.
And Whitworth will try and complete the clearance with a nice clip ball to Cadogan, but West Ham have won it back again. This time they give it away. A bit scrappy.
It is a bit scrappy. It's too close, all too close.
Here's Quick. Palace determined to play out from the back, and they've done it well that time. And
so
now
the two midfield players too close together. Too close together, both of them there. Malley, look, and Aidan Steele. What you need is Malley another 15, 20 yards up the pitch. So when Aidan gets that ball and turns, he plays to Malley, then plays to Jack Wells Morrison, and we're out. Rather than go back to the start again. Our aim is to get play through the lines, and two of them are just on the same plane. It's got to get that sorted.
Well, here is Cadogan on to Wells Morrison, and now Adaramola has space once again. He gets the early cross in. Raksaki was lurking. Now Steele tried to poke it into Raksaki.
Pressure.
Lang and Forbes combined to get it clear.
So you might not get the first one, you might not get the second, but that's what you're looking to do. You're looking to force the defence into hurriedly playing a pass that's not comfortable for them. So there you go and press, and then the ball's played out, and you win it back.
Levi Lang in the Palace defence was the player who recently joined from Arsenal and played against Arsenal in his first appearance for the club. Already been called up to the under-23s after joining in February. 18 years old next week, as Palace try and pressure the ball again, but West Ham can try and build from the back. Look again, they managed to cut the ball out. Positive signs this, with Omalabu charging the ball down and Cadogan getting his head on it there before West Ham can build.
Yeah, we're not keeping the ball as well as we have in recent games. As we've seen before, in 23 as well, sometimes you have to wear people down. They're very similar to us. They've got a good shape and they're moving the ball around quite well. See that for David Amalabu is a long chase.
Will the early goal have affected the way they?
No, because when you concede early, there's still plenty of time to recover. So everything should remain the same. The game plan should remain the same.
Perkins advancing and plays it out to the left-hand side. Support available for Kaliba, but he goes back to Perkins. He's faces up Thistleton and Finds Kaliba again. Now Woods. And the ball is hooked in early. It's won by Mubama, but now Robinson. Forced infield. Here's Heel. Tries to
Well done.
get the return pass, but hooked away by Wells Morrison, and Omalabu tries to set.
Right, when you play the 9 down the middle, you've got to hold that ball. You've got to hold that ball and retain. We've just been chasing. It comes out to David. He takes a nice touch, and then he takes a massive risk pass, playing it slightly blind. Keep the ball.
And it means West Ham have a chance to.
Wow.
Well, the referee didn't even. I wonder
Didn't
if
even stop. No.
if he'd play advantage, but he looked like he didn't even blow then, as there is space now on the left-hand side. Here is Kaliba, takes a step over, does shoot, and it's held by Whitworth.
Right, can hear Paddy now down below by the dugouts, and he's shouting to David Amalabu to come on, to hold it. Shows on the outside, delivers a decent shot, but the angles are good for Joe, and his position's a good one.
As a striker in that position, I assume it's just try and get it across the keeper in case he parries it back out into the...
Yeah, I think generally that's what we always say. Go across the keeper. If he parries, then you're in. You've got a chance.
Raksaki's ball towards Omalabu. Heggie got out well, but Palace have it once again through Thistleton. And Kaleba gets back and wins the ball cleanly. And now Thistleton has to try and get back in position. Rodney does well to win the ball back. Here's Raksaki.
Yeah. So Dylan just needs to work on that. When you're running with the ball as a right back, keep the ball on the outside and you get your body in between. So when the defender makes a challenge, he's got to go across you. It's harder to poke the ball away. Good ball.
Nice ball from Rodney into Wells Morrison. Shots blocked. Out to Adaramola, who battles for it on the edge of the box. Here's Steele.
Well done. Oh, unlucky.
And it's come down in favour of West Ham. Steele is battling to try and win the ball back, but he can't stop the attack, and now it's sprayed out to the right-hand side, just too far for Diallo.
Yeah, a bit too much on it, wasn't there? Yeah. Jack comes inside. He's slightly unlucky. If David just takes 2 steps to his right, he gets a little side footer. But, I think Jack just, as a 10, needs to get into the box a little bit more, support the 9, and any little bits sort of floating around, get some shots in.
We're playing in a more advanced position once again today.
Mm-hmm.
That number
but
10.
He can play anywhere. I think if you have a... Oh, that's close.
Dan Quick again, forced to play the ball under pressure, and Adaramola will now launch it forwards. Palace do win the throw, but once again a little bit short of time on the ball.
When West Ham are pressing there, I think number 2 is a little bit slow getting to Tayo or number 3, because he should be able to see that we're under pressure, and if he accelerates as that ball comes to Tayo on number 3, make him go back towards his own goal rather than turning and playing down the line. And this is all the timings of the press, of everybody doing it together, moving in sync.
Ball is towards Omalabu, can't win it back, and Adaramola has
Don't foul.
Seen the ball through his legs. He does give away the foul, and Perkins decides against taking it quickly. Here is Levi Lang once again. Long ball forwards. Quick will try and shepherd that one out, which he does do, and it will be a goal kick. 20 minutes gone here. Palace 1, West Ham 0. A David Omalabu penalty.
Yep.
After just 5 minutes. Coverage, of course, sponsored by the University of Roehampton.
And we're very grateful. That's why people can watch for nothing.
Here is Joe Sheridan.
Yeah.
Making his 4th straight start at centre-back. Developing a partnership with Dan Quick now as the ball is hooked towards Raksaki. Rodney will win it in midfield. Support available on the left from Adaramola, but instead
simple.
Cadogan goes inside. Now Steele.
Ooh.
The referee will bring it back for the foul on Steele. And some tense exchanges going on there.
Archie Woods is getting involved a little bit there. It's a late challenge, right?
It is, after the ball has gone.
I don't think there's any contact on the player, but he has to avoid the challenge. Pulling his foot out, kind of jumping up, so... Well done, go on.
Taken quickly towards Raksaki, and now the ball in behind to Omelabu. He slides, but can't make contact.
He doesn't need to slide. He doesn't need to slide. Stay on your feet, you'll get a better contact with the ball.
It was a strange one, wasn't it?
Yeah, for me, the ball's just been played across your body. So just run onto it and hit it. Hit it and sort of like, look at that. Stay on your feet, stay. Bizarre. You don't get as much power when you slide as well. You do that to scoop it in, sort of thing. Doesn't matter anyway.
Here's Raksaki again. Another chance to run at this West Ham defence. This time, Michael Forbes stands up well and gets a foot in. And he may well have given his team the chance to break, but Thistleton can get back well.
Ooh.
Whitworth
Lucky.
Hooks it out to Rodney. Can't control in midfield, but the clearance is completed. Evans tries to get it away for West Ham now. Steele is battling once again. Sheridan gets a foot in. And here's Steele. Homilabu spreads it to Wells Morrison, and now Cadogan has space, supported by Adaramola. Another tough tackle, but this one a clean one.
Once again, just the lack of concentration on the pass slows the move down. There you go, in front of somebody, behind another, and now it all comes to a standstill. And this is the importance of, the coaches do get onto the players about it, but the importance when they watch these things back is how the attack stops, loses momentum.
The throw towards Wells Morrison. Perkins gets a foot in. Hooks the ball away. And this time it's West Ham's turn to attack into space on the left-hand side. Thistleton is forced to stand off his man, and Perkins is offering support, but instead Rodney can only head as far as Mubama. In fact, it's Kaliba. Now Perkins on the edge of the box.
Don't foul.
Tries to fashion a shooting chance, but instead finds Robinson. Woods turns and finds Heel. Now Perkins again. And Palace have forced West Ham back, but they keep the ball, the visitors. Looking for that equaliser as they make space on the left-hand side. Raksaki trying to get back. He does well. The referee shakes his head. He's won the ball cleanly, and Sheridan can bring it forwards.
Better. That's way better.
Steele's ball is a good one towards Cadogan, and he has a chance to run at his defender. Adaramola is arriving. He uses the left back, a chance to get a ball in. May fall for Cadogan, but it's cleared before he can have a chance to shoot. Palace can come again.
Better.
Caden Rodney, and quick exchange passes. It's a nice ball in behind
to
Adaramola. The referee,
I tell you,
the linesman puts his flag up.
That didn't look like it, did it, from where we're standing? He's along the cut of the pitch as well, so maybe.
Oh, I think he was on.
Oh, I think he was as well. Difficult because the linesman can see all the way across.
Another good run.
Yeah, it's okay. Threatening behind.
Pressure from Thistleton on Diallo, who looks like he has shifted out to that left-hand side.
Yeah.
And he does eventually win a free kick for his efforts.
Yeah. Is he? He's not booking our player, is he?
Well, he's
a little bump. Is he?
He is.
Are you kidding me? Seriously?
Well,
can we see that again? I mean,
Thistleton goes into the book. It looked like it was a combination of him and Raksaki.
Right. What for? Wow.
Well, West Ham will get on with taking this free kick. It's flicked on. Whitworth made the decision to come, and it was a good one. He comes out and gathers.
Well done.
But Thistleton does get the yellow card.
Well,
for that
the
incident.
bar's low then, isn't it? If that's a booking.
Well, it sets a precedent, doesn't it, for the
You'd be
rest of the
frightened
game?
to make a challenge. Unless there was some... I mean, it's across the far side. You can't exactly see. Unless there's some pulling or something I didn't see.
Well, Palace are right
and this
back
is the
in.
guy who always says that the referees are too lenient.
And West Ham go long. Here is Thistleton.
Play quickly forward.
Dan Quick now. Across to Adaramola. Comes inside. It's a bit of a hot pass back to Whitworth, but he does well
One
to
thing
control.
he has got a very good touch, Joe, and he can deal with it both feet as well. Pass out.
Well, Robinson pushed off the ball by Jack Wells-Morrison.
Excuse us if you heard any bad language there. We do apologise.
Well, Junior Robinson turned 17 yesterday, so trying to make it a happy belated birthday with his side today, but 1-0 down.
He turned 17?
Turned 17 yesterday.
That's good. Go on, first time.
It is first time from Steele towards Raksaki, and it's a good ball. Turns and twists again. Back to Thistleton, who keeps the ball in. Raksaki has Steele in support.
Good
It's
run.
a nice ball in behind to Wells-Morrison.
Oh, it's a
Steele
lovely
can't
touch.
bring it under control, but it's one back. Rodney to Thistleton, forced back to Sheridan. Here's Sheridan again. Nice ball in behind, and the flag stayed down.
Unlucky. It's a good run from David. I like that run. Just down the sides. The ball just had a little bit too much on it. The goalkeeper read it really well because he comes a long way. Joe just sticks it up into the channel. Goalkeeper does come a long way. That's the late bounce and go into the penalty area.
Well, it was seen as a coup for West Ham when they signed Christian Hegyi, the Hungarian goalkeeper from Budapest, plays for his national team at under 17, under 18 level. But he's seen his clean sheet go up in smoke after that David Omalabu penalty early on, as Whitworth is forced to go long.
Yeah, that was really strange then. Was it Dan Quick? Somebody just fell over.
It looked like
Was
Sheridan
it Joe?
slipped
Was it Joe?
just as Whitworth was.
Good job he didn't play it to him.
Well, here is Diallo. Goes backwards to Benjamin Heel. Now Woods. Perkins, and now Heel again. Adaramola steps in well. Indeed, Cadogan steps in well. Heel. Kileba now. Diallo thought about the shot from range, instead goes short. Sheridan gets a foot in. And Thistleton can mop up.
Right, Jack should be going. Oh, Jez has gone in there instead.
Backwards to Sheridan, but again that long ball forwards is a good one.
These are the little things there. It's you know, they are the really key and important things. You know, you play in that position. You've got to back in, back in, back in. Now come off your opponent to receive either your thigh or your chest. Whatever you do, though, when that ball cuts a long pass into you, you know, fight to get hold of the ball or get a free kick. When it comes off you, you know, it's such a letdown for the team.
Well, that tackle there was almost a sign of that frustration, wasn't it, from Omalabu? But he's having to defend now, as is Wells-Morrison. Heel. Ball is cleared by Quick. West Ham stay on the ball with Kaliba. He's got 3 men on him. He plays a nice ball into Perkins. His touch just was behind him a little bit. He still gets the cross in.
It was. He was a little bit unlucky, Perkins. It was a good little ball, and then he lost control of it. It seemed to drag behind him.
Raksaki to steal as Palace try and break forwards. He's just not given the time on the ball. And it will go all the way back to...
Yeah, this is a reset.
Whitworth.
It's a reset, so they go back, and then the right back and left back can get their positions high, and the two centre backs can split, and they can start again.
Well, West Ham seeing plenty of the ball.
They are. They've had way more ball than we have. Obviously, it's about that last third. Oh, touch.
So as it stands, Palace going 3 points clear. The top of the under-18s Premier League South. A reminder that the winners of the Southern Division will play the winners of the Northern Division for the title.
North versus South. That used to be a good five-a-side game.
I can imagine that was played in training a couple of times.
Yeah, we always used to rout them. The Back Heel Brigade, the Southerners.
Yeah, I think the verbals in that one were maybe...
Coppell used to play for us. Plus he was refereeing as well, so that used to help.
That would help. Dan Quick again.
Oh.
So, header on to
Well
Wells
done.
Morrison, who
Go on,
hooks
David.
it down the line, and now Omelabu.
Offside. Unlucky. It's okay. You'll get caught a few times doing that, but you'll get in as well. And to me, it's that Davies now he's centre position. So this is, once again, it's just he needs to an arcer run. So you come towards the ball a little bit, drop the shoulder, and then you dart in behind. And it just gives you a little bit, an extra like second or so, just to stay on side.
Wells Morrison again.
Don't foul. Well done.
Well, he does well to win the ball back, but Omelabu was just
Went the wrong
preparing
way.
for the ball through. Here is Forbes. Receives the ball back again. Advanced into midfield, back to Archie Woods, the lifelong West Ham fan.
Oh,
And into
David, come on.
Lang. Now Kaliba again. All the way back to Woods, who was directing Isaac Evans to support him on the left, and here is Evans now. Woods' ball into the box. Sheridan will see that through to his goalkeeper.
Yeah, lots of possession, and then, as we always say, this last third is the key third. What have you got in that last third? Have you got people who can go past one-on-one? Have you got somebody who can get down the side and do an overload 2v1, deliver a cross? You've got to have someone to create an opportunity.
You'd say Palace relatively untroubled so far. West Ham's best chance probably coming from that free kick, which was headed wide at the near post.
Yeah. Was a chance, wasn't it? It got a full header on it and just couldn't direct it on target.
But other than that, I think Palace's more nervy moments have been this pressure from West Ham on the ball as they try and play out from the back. But they've done well this time.
There you
Hooked
go,
on
once
from-
again.
Well, you could see what he was trying to do was hook it on towards Wells Morrison.
In this day and age, there's no tackling from behind. No one can, if anyone tries to poke that away from you, makes a contact, generally it's a foul. So there should be the boys should be very confident of relaxing and holding the ball, getting a good touch on it, then moving it, getting your body in between, showing the strength.
Well, Woods showing his strength in midfield there. His pass is intercepted by Rodney. Another one who scored last time out against Southampton. 4-0 Palace ran out winners at the weekend.
We're not switched on here. Something doesn't... lethargic in everything we're doing.
Well, they'd won the ball back, but you saw Paddy McCarthy was gesturing.
we've got to move the ball a little bit quicker, and we've got to just get forward and get into their half. The majority of our play has been in our half here.
Here is Adaramola coming forward, and Omalabu taps on to Cadogan, but he's offside again.
Oh, that's like 3 times in a row. The first one, I've got to say that it was suspect, but you've got to work harder at this. You've got to be better. You've got to learn. Be looking around you all the time. You can see he's looking for the ball into the channel. You know, and you were talking just like a foot or so, aren't we? That's what we're talking. Awareness, though, you've got to continually look around yourself.
Well, you could see his frustration again when the flag went up. And Perkins will try and shake the attention of Wells Morrison. He eventually has to go back to Forbes. Across to Evans. Evans makes the run forwards, but he isn't used in the end.
There you go.
Palace being told to go higher by Paddy McCarthy, but West Ham have played through them. Here is Evans with a chance to cross, cut out by Thistleton. Heel plays it forward again. Rodney puts Evans under pressure. He does well to get a ball in, but Sheridan is big enough to get his head on that one, and Thistleton will complete the clearance for Palace.
Oh, David, come on.
Omalabu cutting a frustrated figure at the moment.
Yeah. You know, if you want to play down the middle, these are the responsibilities.
Yeah, of course, playing on the left-hand side against Southampton, where perhaps he had more license to.
I think he wants to play down the middle, but you know, it's Victor usually plays there, and David plays off the left or right.
It does mean spending a lot of your time with your back to goal.
Well, 90% of the game, really. We're off it, aren't we? We're way off it. You can see.
Well, here's Diallo with a chance to shoot. He does.
Now it's
always heading high and wide, and he smacks the floor in frustration because he had a real opening there.
Well, you know, they move the ball very well, West Ham. They've got a very good shape. They move the ball. Players coming in and deep in between, so that the right-sided midfielder comes in, and then Tayo doesn't know what to do, whether he goes in there and not leaves a big space for the right back to come in. And then, you know, we've got overloading. They're overloading us in midfield areas, and they just seem like 1 or 2 passes ahead all the time. But if you're shooting from that sort of distance at the end of all your possession, then it's not too bad, really, is it? It's you don't want some shooting sort of like 18 yards.
Well, you could hear as that move developed, Paddy McCarthy barking out instructions at his players to get higher. But they've come forward nicely here, and Raksaki has a chance in behind. Turns onto his right foot, Raksaki still in, pulls the ball back, and Wells Morrison scores. And just like that, Crystal Palace double their advantage, and once again it was Wells Morrison who finished it, but once again it was the fantastic work of Raksaki down that right-hand side. Palace 2-0 up.
You can say he's had 2 touches in the opponent's 18-yard box, and he's provided 2 goals, 1 a penalty, and this is assist. As I said before, lovely balance, fakes the cross, goes to the line. Can he pick somebody out? Yes, he can. And as Jack Wells Morrison, who I said should get in the box, get amongst the strikers, get some goals. He's there for the tap-in. So excellent stuff from Jez once again. Shows that, you know, when it's a play, I'd be saying get the ball out to him. Get the ball out to him. If you're a centre forward, you think he's going to make me something, he's going to create something. Lovely footwork, getting to the byline, picking out his teammate, and it's an easy tap in. But for all that pressure and all possession that West Ham have had, the cutting edge, which is the most important thing, that's what we've produced.
Well, Raksaki again, starring in creating that goal. Wells Morrison's first since the beginning of March. He'll be relieved to score after, if people tuned in on Saturday against Southampton, he was incredibly unlucky not to score from about half a yard out, wasn't he?
If Dylan got booked for his exchange, so Aiden's pulled his opponent down to the ground. I don't understand why, unless Dylan may have said something to the referee, but it doesn't make sense what he got booked for. It just seems so trivial.
Well, it set a precedent, which then, you're right, and wasn't followed, but Thistleton is being forced to get back now, and West Ham have a chance to pull one back through Gael Kaliba.
Diallo, the captain there, I think it was. Excellent play, wing play, one-on-one, push, go, across your opponent, can't touch you now, pick out your teammate. I'd have to say, I think Tayo's right on that. If he keeps it low, I think he blocks it.
Well,
that's a lot better from West Ham's perspective.
So their best chance of goal, that, and Kaliba had his head in his hands when that went over the crossbar. Yet to score this season for the under-18s. And he'll have to wait a bit longer. But again, it shows the importance of that yellow card, because as Diallo got away from Thistleton...
Yeah, but he couldn't touch him anyway. He's in the 18-yard box.
Yeah.
Once he gets in that 18-yard box and he slightly moves across you, you have to yield. You've just got to stop and let him do what he wants to do, really. Otherwise, you bring him down, you get a card, you're off. It's a bit late, isn't it? Not looking at the ball.
Well,
I can imagine the half-time team talk from Paddy that, you know, great, we're 2 ahead, excellent, those did really well, but in terms of our pressing, we do not seem like we're engaging all together. The various lines.
Diallo again, this time he does go down, and this time the referee does point to the spot. And just like that, West Ham have a chance to get right back in this game.
Yeah. Well, he's shown Diallo, is it the 7? He's, you know, he's the captain, very tricky. Fake, goes on the outside. Dylan, clumsy. Absolutely clumsy. It's a penalty, no question.
Well, he's been threatening for the last couple of minutes, hasn't he?
He has. He started on the right-hand side. He didn't really get any joy against Teo. So he's gone across the other side, and he has. And, oh, Dylan's not very happy. But it's a penalty. It's a penalty.
Well,
got caught square, got caught flat.
It is West Ham's 3rd penalty of the season, and Mubama normally takes them. He looked across to the bench, but this time it will be Diallo, who steps up and does slot it into the bottom corner. West Ham get a goal back. Amadou Diallo, who perhaps is deserving of being on the score sheet, wins the penalty, converts the penalty, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, he's been the biggest threat from West Ham. He's got good balance and can go past people, dispatches it really well. And well, yeah, for all that possession they've had, they're in this again. 43.
Well, his first goal of the season for the under-18s, Amadou Diallo, comes from the penalty spot. And a penalty apiece for these two sides in the first half, as well as that Jack Wells-Morrison goal, means it's Palace 2, West Ham 1 as we approach half-time. Aidan Steele now drives forward in midfield, and Cadogan could get on the end of that. He has done. Support from Adaramola, gets the ball in, and now there is space in the penalty area for Omalabu. Cadogan tries to get it back to Omalabu.
Unlucky.
Shot is blocked.
Unlucky. Very good counter-attack. Mali down the left-hand side. Teo just on the underlapping side. Good position. Right. So can Aidan go a little bit closer there to David and get the shot? But they play a good one too, and it's good defending.
It was a clever ball in from Cadogan to try and find Omalabu again, and now Raksaki can whip this corner in. Just go towards the edge of the penalty area. Adaramola will try and head it back in, and Thistleton then, I think, just
not too sure what he's thinking there.
Well, I think he may have seen the West Ham break on and been caught in two minds as to whether to clear or to cross. Good work from David Omalabu to put Heggie under pressure.
Right, he's not getting any help. He didn't get any help. Paddy will sort it all out at half-time, I'm sure. That, we've got to go together. You can't stand and watch somebody press the two players. Oh my goodness.
Thistleton makes another challenge in the box. The referee immediately shakes his head.
It's Perkins, isn't it? He gets straight back to his feet, so...
There was no great appeal, was there, from the West Ham players. There was certainly an appeal from the bench. Here's Kaliba on the edge of the box. Now Woods. And what was looking a relatively comfortable scoreline is now anything but for Palace as half-time approaches. Lang across to Heel. Robinson tries to turn Cadogan, and the referee does blow for half-time. Well, an early David Omilabu penalty set Crystal Palace on the way, followed by Jack Wells-Morrison's tap-in. Both goals created by beautiful bit of wing play from Jezza and Raksaki, but West Ham are right back in this game. They've looked good for the whole half, actually, but they won a penalty which was converted by Amadou Diallo. 2-1 at half-time, Mark Bright.
Yes. Yeah, tough first half. Tough first half, but you can see there that surely the players must be able to see it as well. Get that ball to Jez as much as you can. Get that ball out to him and just get into the penalty area. You know, Dylan's having a rough game, really. You know, been booked, giving away a penalty. He's got in, get up and trying to help Jez and overlap, etc. But, you know, our pressing and when we go and the shape we haven't got it right. We haven't got it right. They're playing far too easily out from the back, and you can hear Paddy shouting, "Get higher, get higher." That means to the midfield players and to the other forwards. If David's going, then you've got to have support from Jack, from Jezran, from Mali on the left-hand side. Go together so you lock people in. Then the midfield, Aiden and Caden, can lock onto their midfield players, and then if it goes into them, you've got a chance of winning. If it doesn't go into them, it's got to go long, and if it goes long, Joe and Dan are really good in the air. So Paddy will probably be saying we've got to go together and do this in sync. Otherwise, they're going to play through us. And they've had a lot of possession, as we know. But you know what are the chances they've created? There's one what's gone over the bar, one is the back of the net, could be 2 all, but we've had other opportunities as well. So it's finely balanced, but you know I think it's about the right result at half-time.
Well, Palace sit top as it stands, but plenty of work still to do in the second half. We'll be back then. Half-time, Palace 2, West Ham 1.
So the players have headed over into the main building, into the dressing room, to get some words from Paddy McCarthy and Darren Powell at half-time. And obviously the aim for all of these players is to make it into the first team. So let's have a look how the first team got on Monday night against Everton.
Allows play to continue with Zaha, then to Eze, back to Eze, Eze with a shot. Olsen had to drop down at his near post. They were just... Oh, this could be a chance for Calvert-Lewin at the other end, but well, Greater just kind of wash on the back of Joel Ward by Richarlison, and then it's back with Richarlison again. A promising pass back to him, and Guaita saves. It might come back to Richarlison again, and this time Gary Cahill is there, left-hand side, and plays it to Dean. Dean's pass in. Calvert-Lewin actually give it back to Gylfi Sigurdsson. Sigurdsson's shot blocked by Gary Cahill. Lucas Dean on the left-hand side, a back heel by, and this could be a real opportunity. It spins into the 6-yard box. It might be pulled back, and this time it is in. It's James Rodriguez who breaks the deadlock here at Goodison Park. It looked as if Everton were going to have all sorts of opportunities, but still. And now it's another chance, and it's Calvert-Lewin who forces another save from the Palace goalkeeper. At the moment, good crossing from the right-hand side. This is a real chance for Richarlison, and somehow Greater Zaha, who's got the touch. It's now with Schlupp. Schlupp plays it forward. This is a chance for Batshuayi, and that's to make it 1-1 here at Goodison Park. A lovely pass forward to Michy Batshuayi. He hasn't been on the pitch for many minutes, but he's made them count. It's Everton 1, Crystal Palace 1. Crystal Palace defence comes out to Dean. The block is by Eze and out of play. And, well, I make it that the 4 minutes shown by the fourth official have been played, and the referee agrees with me, and the points will be shared here at Goodison Park in the Premier League. Ends Everton 1, Crystal Palace 1.
The first time I started going to the game, it was like there was an atmosphere.
When I went with Palace to the FA Cup, went to Wembley, and when we scored, it was just the hugs and the shouting and the love.
There was something about it. There was something about it that made it better.
Crystal Palace got that Sheffield away game, and that bring my interest.
Granddad bought him his season ticket when he was 3, but he was really scared of the noise. Andrew Townsend's shirt is framed in his bedroom.
We all want to one time see the Palace lift the cup, but the real beauty is in a struggle.
The last one I worked this season was West Ham, and I remember I stood outside a pub when RU scored. Obviously heard the roar before we scored on my phone anyway. I was like, it's got to be a home goal.
You support this club, and then all this emotion you see on the training, how the players and staff and all the media teams, how it's important for all of us for a mood around the club. I love making pictures of the fans as well, so it's very important. All this place changed my life.
They didn't tell you I was the maddest one, but hey.
So don't forget, you can renew your season ticket now at tickets.cpfc.co.uk. The two players that didn't feature in this game because they're both out injured at the moment are Finn Mooney and Jaden Raymond, but they do have very bright futures ahead of them. Let's hear what they had to say earlier in the season when they signed their pro deals. Jaden, first of all, happy birthday. Where does this rank in birthdays you've had?
Yeah, it's been the best birthday I could wish for. It's my dream come true.
Finn, congratulations on signing your first professional contract. How do you feel?
Delighted, because it's a proud moment for me and my family, and like everyone that's helped me to get to where I want to be today. The smile on their faces, and it's just awesome. I'm looking forward to the future.
So I grew up in South Norwood, so I've always seen the stadium from my bedroom window and hearing the crowd chant. It's great I can be here today and do what I do. I live in Worcester Park, which is in Sutton, and I went to school in Croydon, and I've spent a lot of time sort of around Palace.
When did you first come to a game here at Selhurst?
I think back when Palace were in the Championship, when I was 8 or 9, where I saw Zaha, just doing his thing, and it's just a great feeling to know that I'm part of that now.
What football team do you support?
Crystal Palace.
Good stuff. So your family, are you from a family of Palace fans?
I wouldn't really say that. Now they're all Palace fans because of me playing for Palace, but I always drifted towards Palace. I was just like the environment and the fans got me. So.
Did you come to lots of Palace games?
Yeah, lots.
Where was your seat in the stadium?
Main stand.
When did you first join the academy?
Under 11s. I was 11 years old. I was playing for like a coaching team, like a development sort of team. And we played against Palace's development, and I scored 7. And then they signed me the next day.
Describe yourself as a player.
I like to describe myself as quite exciting and good on the ball. I like to attack players, try and create goals for my team.
What positions do you play on the pitch?
I play centre attacking mid, left wing or right wing, and number 8 as well.
I'm an attacker, so I play as a 10 primarily, but I can also play in other positions across like the front 3.
How do you two work together in the team?
We always link up well, you know, we're intelligent players, we're the same type of player. We've always been in the team together and working to where we are today.
And you're in quite an exciting under-18s team. Obviously you won it was the Floodlit Cup.
Yeah, we won the Floodlit Cup. And the age group above us, who are the second years, were in the final.
And how well is the team doing under Paddy this season?
Yeah, very well. We've had good results, especially the one against Chelsea.
Yeah, it was brilliant to beat Chelsea because they're like, everyone thinks Chelsea are the biggest team, you know. They win most titles, and it was just great to beat them. Especially for us, because I don't think people expected it, but we done them.
Yeah, I think this is where we're meant to be. We've always wanted to be here. We always challenge the best, so this is where we deserve to be, so we're going to prove that this season.
How much confidence is there running through the team at the moment?
A lot. I'd say I think we're the best team in the country for our age, and I want to win the league and everything.
What coaches have you worked well with since you've been in the academy?
Rob Quinn from around under 12 all the way to under 16. Dan Maxwell under 12. They've made like, a big difference to my career.
I'd say Rob Quinn, Darren Powell, and my current manager Paddy McCarthy. They've really helped to push me on. Paddy's very passionate, and you can tell he loves the club. And Rob's a bit quieter, but he still gets across what he needs to. Powell, he's always there. He does work with us on our finishing, and he was our manager when we won the Floodlit. He done a lot for us.
People became aware of you because you actually made it into some newspapers over the summer with other clubs interested. How was that for you as an experience?
It's been like a unique experience, but then again it was quite stressful knowing that people were talking positive and negative about you. Yeah, it was just managing that.
What Palace players have you enjoyed watching over the years?
Zaha, yeah, he's so flary. Townsend, he scores bangers. Quite like Ayu as well, he's reliable.
Have you managed to play with him at all?
I trained with them sort of about a year ago, I'd say, but just to be in the environment was pretty cool.
Well, how do you see the next 3 or 4 years going?
Yeah, I really want to push on and hopefully make my debut here at Selhurst Park. That's how I want it to be.
I hope to be progress through the club, play out there on the pitch, do my best for the club and see what happens. But ideally, I'd like to be a Palace legend.
And how great, would it to be walking out there in front of a packed Selhurst Park Stadium?
Amazing. I can't wait. Hopefully it happens. Yeah, it would be a dream.
So 2 talents to watch out for there. And now for those of you who have just joined, let's have a recap of what happened in the first half.
Welcome back. Second half, Crystal Palace currently 2-1 up on West Ham United. If you're just joining us, live on the Crystal Palace YouTube page, the coverage sponsored by the University of Roehampton. Palace took an early lead through David Omalabu's penalty after Jezrin Raksaki was brought down in the box. They went 2-0 up, much closer to half-time, as Raksaki once again caused problems for the West Ham defence, but this time laid off for a Jack Wells-Morrison tap-in. But then West Ham won a penalty of their own through Amadou Diallo, who stepped up to convert his first goal of the season and bring the scores back to 2-1. I'm joined in the commentary box by Mark Bright, who...
It's cold.
It's fair to say is wrapped up warm.
Got my hat on. Got my yes. Yeah.
Well, you wanted to see more of Palace.
I said this before. It'd been great to hear, just hear what Paddy's got to say to the boys at half-time after that half. Obviously, praise. You know, well done. 2 goals. You know, were we unlucky on the penalty? Doesn't matter. Referee's given it. We've conceded. You know, can we push them further up the pitch? Can we stop sinking too deep? Can we get the coordination right when we're going to press together? You know, in all areas of the park. You know, when we decide to go, we go, and we go with intent, and we go together. And then, you know, can we get the ball out to Jez? Because as you've seen, you know, he's giving them a problem. West Ham. Well, they're not out yet, are they?
Palace currently a few keepy uppies to keep warm as they wait for...
Aidan Steele and Joe with the short sleeves on there. There you go.
That's
no gloves.
Well, you can see, just for reference, how cold it is. You can see how wrapped up the builders are behind who are working on the new
all day, though, aren't they?
New academy stand.
Yeah. So you know, we can do better. We can keep this ball better. We can just, if we get that pressing right, we can pinch the ball off them and get opportunities higher up the pitch. And that's the whole thing of, you know, when you engage in the press, you know, we've got players who are dangerous, who are quick. If you pinch the ball off them in the defensive area or midfield.
Well, no changes for either side in this second half. West Ham currently sitting 11th in the table, which is odd for a side that has as much talent as they do, but obviously at this level the teams can be quite inconsistent, as we discussed in the first half. Palace, of course, if they can hold on or build on this lead,
but you have to
top
remember,
of the league.
At the end of it's development football, so of course you're working towards every day to improving and to try and move up to get to the 23, etc. But also to develop, to get better to those key areas, working on those deficiencies, and you know, as well as your strengths as well. And you know, if you get 2 or 3 players coming through, I'm not sure everyone remembers if we won the league that year or not. But I get you. Yeah, you're playing for the boys. They look at the league table and, you know, can we? It's Fulham. Is it Fulham?
Fulham that they're competing with at the top.
Yeah. Here we go.
They get started once again. Well, West Ham obviously have a great record of introducing young players into the first team. The most prominent at the minute being Declan Rice, who is...
They've had loads, haven't they? Joe Cole, Frank Lampard,
Michael
Rio,
Carrick, that great generation.
Carrick, yeah. Yeah.
And then if we're going all the way back, you've got half of England's World Cup winning team in 1966 at West Ham, aren't they? As they are not afraid of reminding people. But
correctly so as well.
Exactly. Jeff Hurst, Bobby Moore.
Yeah.
But Palace immediately on the front foot in this second half as Raksaki tries to close the ball down, but it's hooked clear and it will find its way all the way back to Joe Whitworth. His pass to Adaramola and he outmuscles his defender and wins the free kick. Bit of afters there, but Aidan Steele is quick to get on with the game and plays the ball early. Now Wells Morrison in behind. The flag goes up.
Clearly see, yeah. Clearly see. But it's yeah, just stepping in behind the line. The delayed pass, you've got to have that pass just when you're moving. You can't check. If you check, you can't get that ball. You need. Well done.
Sheridan's done really well there to first win the ball and then hold off the attentions of the West Ham midfielders. And Aidan Steele says, that's it, you've done your job. I'll take over.
But you remember, it's bizarre how you do certain things in the game to change, and that rule doesn't benefit anybody, allowing people just to stand in front of the ball. Here we go.
Rak-Sakyi in the box once again. This is where he's been so dangerous. He goes down once again, and big appeals from his Palace teammates, but nothing doing for the referee. And we'll see that again in just a minute, but at the minute, Dan Quick is under pressure at the other end. He's done really well.
Well done.
Turns away from...
Right, my initial thoughts on that is you just clicked the one leg behind the other, which tripped himself up.
Well,
we'll have a look at that when we get to a second or so, but...
I think it's safe to say that
there was a few shouts, wasn't there?
There was a big appeal, especially as you'd expect from the Crystal Palace bench, as Rodney gets a foot in and West Ham come forward through their goal scorer Diallo. Chance to get a cross in, which he does, towards the far post. Picked up by Kaliba. Takes on Adaramola, plays a ball into Robinson. He manages to get a foot to it.
Under pressure.
Cleared again, but only as far as heel. Now, Woods. Robinson is brought down. It'll be a free kick.
Clumsy.
Well, let's look at that penalty shout again.
Yeah, number 7, there you go. Jezrin gets into the box. Does he clip his ankle?
Well, it's a tough one, isn't it, from that replay?
I'd have to say, from that angle there, I can't really tell, so I'd have to say no. Referee on a good spot.
No VAR, of course, to see 17 different angles. But it's West Ham now who have a set-piece opportunity of their own. It will be Perkins to launch the ball in. It's headed up into the air, and then Wells Morrison and Omelabu try and combine, and Rak-Sakyi to try and get it away. Overlap provided by Evans, but a pass from Heel just gets away from him.
Yeah, slightly off balance, wasn't he, as well?
Well, no penalty, but another early warning sign in this half that Rak-Sakyi is a real danger for this.
It just wasn't conclusive, was it?
Wells Morrison's head on to Omelabu. This time he's fouled and wins the free kick on the halfway line.
Good little flick. David using his shoulder, flick it on. Got exactly what he wanted from that position there.
It was Forbes who came in strongly. Steele goes to Thistleton. Thistleton goes down, and another free kick for Palace, this time in a more dangerous position.
Right. There's just occasions when you don't, where everybody knows it's a foul. You know, it's just get on with it. Little ball chip down the line, then clatter. Right, that's a foul. We can all accept that. But some of the moaning and shouting that goes on, and it goes on at all levels as well.
Well, it was Amadou Diallo again, but the referee very quickly told him that his protest would lead to nothing.
7 yards wide, I think.
Cadogan runs over the ball. It will be Rak-Sakyi in towards Quick and Sheridan. It's just nipped away from both of them. Steele can reclaim under pressure from Heel, and he wins the... Well, West Ham are given the throw, actually.
Yeah. Go on, press.
And eventually Kaliba can head clear, and now Mubama can bring in Diallo, and he has a real chance to run at the Palace penalty area now. Under pressure from Sheridan. Diallo lays it back. The shot does come in. It's blocked. Now Mubama.
Get out.
Perkins can't get there, and Evans will pick up the ball. Here's Perkins. Out wide to Diallo.
Well done.
Diallo still, he may have made space for the shot. Instead, he goes back to Perkins again. Perkins into the penalty area. Perkins shoots deflected.
Pass it out.
And Rodney does well to bring the ball away, and Omelabu will turn away and win the free kick, and that's really good centre-forward play from David Omelabu.
That's way better, way better. Paddy must have said to him at half-time, when that ball comes out to you, David, we really need you to stick. They drag on to his left, another toe poke, Right, the defender does well there, because if he can get to that ball, as you can see down the left-hand side, I think it's Mali.
Well, Palace were under pressure for a bit there outside their own penalty area. And it looked for a moment, as West Ham were breaking forward, that Diallo had a free run at goal, but Sheridan did well to put him under pressure as Thistleton gives it back to Rodney. Now Sheridan again. The ball forwards towards Omelabu. He can't get there. He goes down, and the referee does give a penalty. And now Christian Heggie could be in trouble. He may have had a covering defender, but Omelabu's gone down and won a penalty. And what will the referee be doing here? It looks like he's reaching for a yellow card.
It's a yellow.
Well,
I don't think there's any question about it. He mistimes it, doesn't he? He mistimes it. He's,
well, it was a nice ball through.
Good ball there from Joe, just in the space. Goalkeeper's starting position probably a bit oh, gee, it's wild, isn't it? It's wild. He gets it all wrong.
Well, a chance for Omelabu to score his second of the game, his second penalty of the game.
Yeah, the dilemma is, do you go the same way? Does the goalkeeper second guess?
Well, Christian Heggie in the West Ham goal, standing stock still, staring at Omelabu. But Omelabu puts it in the top corner once again. He scores his second of the game. He scores Palace's third. And it's Crystal Palace 3, West Ham United 1.
Very good, nice and composed, takes his time. Good pace on the run-up and just dispatched really well. He goes high this time. Well, he went high last time as well, didn't he?
Well, those are two penalties that are pretty much in that spot where...
Yeah, very good.
Goalkeepers can't save. Well, a 14th goal of the season at this level for David Omelabu. They keep racking up. He ends his one-game scoring drought.
Many striker. All strikers would pray for a drought, what being one game.
And a bit of breathing space now for Palace. Once again, a 2-goal cushion, just like they had in the first half. And they'll now look to see if they can build on it. Omelabu tries to flick on. Wells Morrison is swiped at by West Ham defender. Once again, apologies if you picked up any language on the microphone. But as you can see, things getting a bit scrappy in midfield.
What Paddy can say is, if you've booked our right back for nothing in the first, what is that? What is that challenge? Doesn't warrant a booking. It's.
But you could hear the force, couldn't you, that he came in with? And fair play to Jack Wells-Morrison for staying on his feet and
evading it.
Evading the challenge, as he's on the ball once again here. Has Rodney in support and Wells-Morrison's in behind. Cuts it back towards Omelabu.
Better. Excellent. Good play from Jack. Being involved in it, stretching, running in behind, down the channels, creating space and opportunities. Just unlucky with the cross.
Well, we saw against Southampton last time out how... Well, we'll come back to this as Raksaki has a chance to shoot. He does. It's a brilliant save.
What a save.
Well, it was a curling effort towards the top corner from Raksaki, who, if anyone on the pitch does, I think he deserves a goal.
Well, Heggie does ever so well there. Raksaki's free, just collects, down, curls it. It's a great save, I have to say it.
Well, good play all round there, and Raksaki's trotted across to take the corner from the opposite side. It does come in towards Sheridan at the far post.
Oh, go on, keep it alive.
Quick can't get there.
Nice touch.
Eventually Steele gets a foot in. West Ham have a chance to ease the pressure slightly. Well,
you just can't tell. You can't tell, honestly, if it's a foul or not, because the way the players go, look, what we can say is that's about 10 yards from where it went out of play.
Well, there are appeals for all kinds of things after that particular phase of play, but West Ham have given it away, and Omilabu tries to find Wells Morrison, who's battling well in that area, just behind the strikers. Steele goes first time, but it's a loose ball. Here's Robinson. Has support on the right. And West Ham are forced back to Lang. Here's Forbes. All the way across to Evans. Now Diallo. Again looking to cause trouble for the Palace defence. It's a nice ball across. It's headed clear though. Rodney appeals for the free kick, which he doesn't get, but he will get the throw as Evans can't keep the ball in.
You've been booked, Dylan, and you've given away a penalty. The last thing you need to do is get a yellow card off the referee.
I think, yeah, there was some polite advice there for Dylan to...
You just got to get on with it. I understand it, because I think it's a foul.
Here is Rodney to Raksaki. Comes all the way backwards. This time he does win the free kick, and I think the referee will just have a word.
Is it Woods?
It is Woods.
The referee has got it spot on. 1, 2, 3. He's about it. You know, he's a midfield player. He's tenacious. He's getting around our midfield players. Look, gets an arm off there. Has a little go here. There's some afters. And that's dangerous as well. You can do your own knee ligaments there if you.
Well, he's certainly not afraid of a challenge, is Archie Woods?
No, God, you know, you're losing 3-1. It's a derby. It's a London derby.
And as you say, a lifelong West Ham fan. He's captained the team at under 15s level, under 16 level, and he's making an impact on this game as Palace win the throw near West Ham's corner flag. Thistleton under pressure. Now, Rodney's pass is loose, but he charges down Perkins and Palace win it back again. Steele turns away from pressure, and now Thistleton.
That's good.
Rodney. Raksaki again. Once again, he turns onto that left foot. He pulls it back for Omilabu.
Oh, David.
Omilabu across the penalty area. Now the shot comes in from Cadogan. Omilabu gets there.
Hat-trick.
And he completes his hat-trick. And it was a tap-in in the end. But it was a really nice move from Palace to open up that West Ham defence. And it is 4-1.
Excellent around the box, you have to say, you know, doing really well. Numbers up there. Good decision. Well done from Dylan there. Opened it all up. Little slide down the side. Jezrin feeds. David can't get his shot in there, but gets back into the middle, in between the posts. That's where you get your tap-ins. Quick touch and a side foot in.
And as we await these West Ham changes for all his goals this season, that is Omilabu's first hat-trick of the campaign, although definitely not the first of his career at Palace, as we see West Ham make...
Was it Diallo came off there, I think?
Some changes. It may well have been. It was Kamari Swire has come on, as has Billy Bates. And West Ham definitely needing to shuffle the pack as they fall 3 goals behind.
Yeah, I think Diallo, I think, has had a very good game. The captain showed some really good touches, some good movement, good in possession. He saw him handing over the captain's armband to number 16. That's Sawyer.
Sawyer. And I think Palace will be glad to see the back of him. But here come West Ham now. Thistleton steps in, and Swire is immediately...
Well done, Dylan.
About to pressure him as Whitworth goes long.
Oops.
Rodney
well done.
Finds Steele, and Steele's early ball is too far for anyone but the goalkeeper, Heggie. It was Levi Lang, the other change for West Ham, as Whitworth as cool as you like to turn away from pressure there. And Quick can find the hat-trick hero, Omelabu, who again is putting Forbes under real pressure. Paddy McCarthy vocal once again on the touchline.
Unmistakable voice.
Was that an impression?
No, not at all, no. No, but what you're saying is Dylan needs to give Joe an option.
Well, he's back defending now as the West Ham substitutes try and
good strength.
Turn this game around. Rodney's done well. Steele back to Quick. Ball forward towards Cadogan. He's giving it back to Rodney, and back it goes once again. It's a nice ball from Sheridan.
Well done, Joe.
Adaramola will keep it in. It's a chance for a cross in towards the far post to Raksaki. His touch just lets him down.
I think it's a volley, isn't it? It's just turn your body slightly to the side and you just side foot that in, left foot into the net. It was quite strange. It looked like it hit him rather than he was trying to control it. Okay, so goes to the far post. Right, Jez. He's not prepared. He's not prepared to get the shot in. I'm not sure he's concentrating because you've got to get your foot up there, your left foot up, and then your crisp side footer.
Well, it was a real chance when you see it back.
It's very strange how you just... Oi.
Well, Wells Morrison's done really well there to evade the challenge or two. But Raksaki continues to search for that elusive goal, although that would be by no means his only contribution today.
No, not at all. But
crucial.
You know, well done, David. Sometimes you want the boys to scrap a little and fight a little bit, because when they get in the first team, that's what they have to do. You know, here referee plays on from that. I think it's this one.
Just battling away on the halfway line.
I'm not sure there's anything wrong with that, honestly. Anyway.
Well, another free kick given here to West Ham, slightly further advanced into the Palace half. 64 minutes gone. Palace 4, West Ham 1. Coverage sponsored by the University of Roehampton on Palace's YouTube channel. And West Ham are desperate for something to bring them back into the game.
It just looks like they've, at 3-1 they were at it, weren't they? They were trying to get another goal to get them back in. And the fourth one just seems like, as it does, it makes the task so much more difficult. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky.
Well, Joe Sheridan's been not afraid to play those balls out from the back, and he's found his target more often than not. And Palace have won the ball back high up the pitch here. Omalabu's pass is cut out. Woods will come forward. Adaramola steps in well, and he wins the free kick.
Yeah, I think... yeah, so...
It is late, isn't
there, is it? Yeah. There's not that much in it, is there?
Well, he's up on his feet, and
Tayo, yeah.
Kaliba receives a ticking off from the referee, but nothing more. As the sounds of Palace's brand new academy continuing to take shape.
Yeah.
Omelabu almost won the ball back there. It looked like he just lost where the...
That's an unnecessary foul.
Well, the ball is once again played long. This time Thistleton will have to defend from the substitute Billy Bates. He does win the free kick. And Joe Whitworth will come across.
Yeah, it sounds like we're Malik. Is it Malik coming off? Victor Akinwale coming on.
Malik Cadogan it is.
So that means Victor will go down the middle and David will come out. to the left-hand side.
Well, Victor Akinwale continues his record of playing in every game this season for the under-18s. And with David Omalabu having already scored a hat-trick, Victor Akinwale will be thinking that he
might nick a
can
couple,
add
nick
to
one,
his tally.
yeah, just that's what you have to think.
Thistleton's throw long towards Akinwale, but his first action is to be penalised.
Well, I just think is it Isaac Evans, the left back? I think he just gets around the outside of him. He gets around the outside of him with a bit of strength. He's muscled out of it. I think the system's got it wrong.
And like you say, Omalabu now out on that left-hand side. And
yeah, he's...
Ooh. I think the referee will have a dim view of that from Junior Robinson.
A throwback, a Julian Dix type.
Exactly. Well, he's been described by... it is that low socks look, isn't it?
Yeah, short hair, aggressive.
He has been...
You got to be careful, though. I mean, you might get sent off for that if you're in the Premier League.
Well, especially, yeah, I think Omalabu unlikely to make a huge deal of it. And
yeah,
go
well,
down.
You can hear Paddy, right? Don't get involved. Don't get involved. It's a foul, definitely, no question. Oh,
yeah.
It's unnecessary. You've got the foul. He's annoyed. They're losing 4-1. It's
well, not a
nothing
very,
we haven't all done before.
Not a very happy birthday so far. He is described by those at West Ham as a natural leader. And I think perhaps just those emotions bubbling over a little bit. But it is West Ham who've won the ball back. And Evans's throw is towards Mubama. Cut out by Raksaki, but Mubama steps in to win it once again. Raksaki takes it off his feet.
Pass, Jez. Well done. Excellent.
Sheridan across the quick, and it's interesting to see Whitworth straight away making that angle so that he can be another option in defence. West Ham seeing more of the ball in this last 5 minutes, but that pass forwards won't find the substitute, Billy Bates.
Looks a young one, doesn't he?
He does. His first appearance at under 18 level this season. Akinwale gets that well to head that on, but there's no support. He puts Heggie under pressure.
Yeah. Oh, you're off it, Teo. You can hear the boys shouting, head it. His starting position. It was all wrong, I think. Got to read it. You've got to see that that ball's going back to the goalkeeper. He might kick it, so take maybe a step forward so you can either get in front of your opponent or get to the side, and certainly make him feel uncomfortable, like he can't hold it, or even flick it on. Sorry about the pictures, everybody.
Well, here is Perkins for West Ham, all the way back to Forbes, whose long ball forward is cut out by Thistleton. Bates will play it back nicely to Perkins, whose flick finds Mubama. Now Woods out wide to Kaliba, who does get a cross in towards the back post. Thistleton hooks it away, but a West Ham corner.
That's an excellent ball, that is, for me. Get that ball. Yeah, defender's way off, can't get close. That, oh dear, dear, dear. Yes, if I'm a coach, I want somebody on the end of that. It's coming in.
Well, Thistleton could do nothing else but knock it behind.
No, of course.
And another set-piece opportunity for West Ham. Ball does come in towards the near post, and it was loose for a moment.
I think it was Joe.
West Ham take the throw.
Not tight enough.
towards Swire. Wells Morrison puts him under pressure. Back to Perkins. Makes space for a cross, which he does, and
that's a good
Sheridan hooks over his own crossbar.
Yeah. Is it Perkins? It's a very good cross. It's right into the danger area. Good feet, just bent in. That's exactly what you want. The defender on the stretch, and if he misses it, the attacker just has a little side foot. Make somebody deal with the cross.
Second corner in quick succession for West Ham. This one to the near post once again. Raksaki will head away, but not far enough, and Evans will try and play it back into the box. Raksaki and Thistleton combine to play it upfield to Akinwale, who does well to give it to
unlucky.
Rodney.
Unlucky. Good play, good set. Jack moving well, trying to support the attack. That's good. It's just the wrong side, as we can see.
The break was on. And Raksaki once again seeing a lot of the ball and gives it to Aidan Steele in midfield. Ball over the top towards Akinwale, who shows good strength to try and win that battle and forces the throw.
I like that. Aidan just used the time he had, just had a quick scan, and that was still his best option. Victor looking to go in behind.
Thistleton will come across. Short of options at the moment, but Rodney comes short.
Hit it.
Here is Raksaki, he thought about it. Plays a nice ball in behind to Adaramola, who does shoot.
Missed it, he's near post.
To the side netting.
Well,
it looked for a moment like he was in.
Very simple. You said there's nobody over there. You only need one player over there. The plan is to late run across you and have a go. Didn't do that. What a ball. Good touch from Teo. Oh, he's just missed, hasn't he? Just excellent play. And once again, Teo in a high position for the left back and looking to get in, looking to score. He does that very well.
Well, he's scored just the one goal this season, Teo Adaramola, but he's been involved in more. It was a great goal, wasn't it? Against Fulham in what could be a huge result come the end of the season, with Palace and Fulham battling it out at the top. But here come the visitors.
Good recovery.
And there is Adaramola back defending. Omilabu. Wells Morrison goes back to Whitworth. And Akinwale puts the defenders under pressure but can't win the ball back. He's done really well there though, and Caden Rodney is in now. He needs support. Woods has got back well.
Oh, good defending.
They struggle on the edge of the penalty area. Eventually Woods does win the ball back. But Palace refusing to give up the ball here, and they're starting to build some momentum in the West Ham half. Adaramola towards the back post once again.
A bit eager, wasn't he? Just a bit eager. Don't mind though, because I complain when there's not enough crossing. He's just trying to, because it's gone down the outside. There's only Victor in the box. He tries to do it early. It's a poor cross, but good break.
Well, we saw earlier in the half that Raksaki, if he's given time, can get into that far post position. But I think the cross just a bit early for him to.
Yeah, well, it was when that ball ran free. That was Caden in possession, and you just thought, have a go. Wow, that's a booking.
Well, Adaramola is the latest name in the referee's book.
Number 2 and number 3 booked.
So I think 2 bookings apiece. In fact, 3, because the goalkeeper was, of course, booked.
Oh, correct.
For,
yeah. For
West Ham. And a chance for West Ham to deliver a ball in from the free kick. But they'll just make a change first. It is Reagan Clayton, the substitute, coming on.
Ben Heeloff, is it?
Benjamin Heeloff West Ham make their third change, and Clayton straight away joins the light blue bodies in the Palace penalty area.
Sinking, aren't we? We're sinking. Get up.
Perkins crosses in. In fact, he goes for the near post, but Whitworth is across quick enough to gather. It looks like it was a shot in the end.
It did look at, trying to catch the goalkeeper creeping off the line. Try to anticipate the cross, and then you try and fire it in at the near.
And Whitworth has all the time to clear the ball forwards towards Akinwale once again, who does well again. And now Raksaki has done enough to play Rodney through. And Rodney tries to find Thistleton. He just can't stop it from going out. It was good work once again from Akinwale and Raksaki.
Look at that recovery there. Very good from Caden and Dylan. Victor does well. He engages with the centre-back, doesn't he? Make sure that he doesn't win it. This is good.
Well, he could have gone down
ball
there,
just a little bit too far. I think, does it go over the line? Looks like it goes over the line, doesn't it?
Well,
sorry, missed that. I was doing the replay.
Slight confusion there as Akinwale goes down. He thinks he's won the free kick, but the referee's pointed. The referee's given it to West Ham.
He's being held. Maybe offside, I don't know. Seems a strange decision. That's a foul.
Wells Morrison this time, but the referee plays the advantage, and West Ham
now we won't.
Can't make anything of it, so we'll come back for the original free kick, and it's another player in the book, it looks like.
Must have had a new book. Just trying to fill it up a bit.
Well, that pen will certainly be running out. Free kick to West Ham again.
Who's he booked?
Jack Wells Morrison.
Is it Jack Wells Morrison, right. So I can tell you now, right. Jack Wells Morrison was running away from the ref. He doesn't know he's been booked.
So he's been called forward now.
So I think there's was it Casper Schmeichel? Casper Schmeichel once, I think, got a yellow card, then got another, but said he didn't even know he had the first one. So he's... Oh, it's a late challenge. Yeah, it's a booking.
And Sonny Perkins or Archie Woods. It will be Perkins again with his left foot. This time the cross reaches the far post.
Oh, well done. Tight.
Played back to the substitute and now laid off, and the shot does come in. It's blocked away.
Blocked again.
Palace get bodies in the way, and now they can try and come forward through Victor Akinwale. Junior Robinson will mop up. The ball is taken away, but he wins the free kick.
I can say as Robinson needed that. He was looking for it. He was looking for it, and he's in a bit of trouble, and he's been attacked all around. He makes a decision just to stick with it. Oh, he's lucky, isn't he? He's lucky because he doesn't stay down. He bounces back up quickly.
Well, Palace were in, weren't they? As Aidan Steele mops up at the edge of the penalty area, he receives the ball back, and now Omelabu, the man who's got 3 of Palace's 4 goals so far today, 2 of them from the penalty spot. But Palace can't hold the ball.
Simple, just simple.
Slightly loose from Wells Morrison. Steele did well to keep the ball now. Adaramola. Steele turns and finds Rodney.
Good play.
Now
left
space
back,
in behind.
Left back.
Akinwale is making a run through, but the ball is just too far forwards.
Nearly.
And Sheridan will get it forwards again, and that's a nice ball from Wells Morrison, and now Raksaki has a chance to run at the West Ham defence. Cuts onto his left foot, now onto his right, tries to evade the challenges. Eventually the ball is rubbed away from him.
Careful, Jack.
Wells Morrison just been booked.
Yeah, a little bit too much, Jez. I think, look, you can see 10 there. Jack Wells Morrison is next to him. He doesn't ask for it. Jack doesn't ask for it. He should be begging for that. Square it. Here, give it me.
Well, Raksaki's had such success today, cutting into his onto his left
foot. Absolutely. Yeah, but you know, it's about just making the right decisions, and I think he takes too many touches there. He's too many step overs. It's blocked off in front of him. Can he square it to somebody to shoot?
He'll be desperate for a goal after seeing an effort that looked like it was arrowing towards the top corner, palmed away by Heggie in the West Ham goal. But the men in light blue are attacking now, and it's the substitute Swire who gets a ball in. Mubama was up at the near post.
Don't foul.
Here's Perkins. Perkins once again onto his right foot. Ball comes in again.
Oh, that's good.
Quick gets up and heads away.
Keep it, Dave.
And here comes Omelabu.
Go again.
Support from Adaramola. Palace have bodies forward. Omelabu gets the ball back and takes a touch. He goes down in the penalty area. And he's sure that the referee should have pointed to the spot, but nothing doing. The referee's given 3 penalties already today. And there was a big shout for a 4th. But now West Ham can come forwards.
Well, back Teo.
Well, he's done well, Adaramola, to halt Calibre in his tracks. Shot does come in from distance, but it's well over the crossbar.
Right, can have a quick look at that penalty appeal there. So David goes in behind. Does he do a little cut back? Right, he looks like he has his leg dragged there.
It's a strong shout, that, isn't it? And
the referee's got a good position.
Well, you can see from Omelabu's reaction on the ground that he was absolutely convinced.
Is Jez coming off?
Raksaki is withdrawn.
There you go.
And a great performance from Raksaki, even if he didn't end up on the score sheet.
Yeah, very good. No, good from Jez. Very good. You know, lovely balance and assists today, and the ball at his feet around the 18-yard box. You know, very creative, and he's moving forward. And he's been with the 23s. He's been training with the first team as well. So it's all looking good.
And he is replaced by Ola Adabomi.
Yeah. Who's a 9?
Who is. So it'll be interesting to see if Palace change shape here.
Maybe Victor, is it? Maybe Victor Wide, or...
It looks like both are staying central at the minute, but we'll see when they come forwards. This time it's won by Akinwale, and he plays in Ola Adabomi straight away. Forbes does well.
Get into it quickly. Oh.
And Thistleton takes one.
A stinger.
In the face, in the cold weather. That can't be nice. Here is Swire. He's done well to create some space on the edge of the area, and he does shoot, and the ball will be deflected behind for a West Ham corner.
You know, every now and again that's on because the goalkeeper's unsighted, and you just take a quick one and slide it between a couple of sets of legs. You see, like the goalkeeper now, slightly unsighted, but...
Well, they've had a number of set-piece opportunities, West Ham, in this second half, but none have troubled the Palace defence too much. But another chance here. Plenty of bodies in the box. In towards the far post. Quick gets up well and heads it away. Here's Robinson. Charge down, but falls. And it will be a Palace throw.
Can you hear Paddy now? 85 minutes on the clock, manage the game. That means take your time, get set before you take the throw.
Well, they're heading towards being 3 points clear at the top of the league. Another big step towards success for this under-18 side for Crystal Palace. As
that came off Dylan.
Well, it will be a West Ham throw. It is Kamari Swire who's done well to get away from Sheridan. He goes down, but I think he was looking for the penalty decision. And it's cleared upfield. A reminder for people that maybe don't follow youth football so closely that the winners of the Under-18s Premier League do go into European football for the next season in the UEFA Youth League, which is almost like a mirror of the Champions League, but for Under-18 sides, which would be obviously an incredible experience for these Palace players.
Yeah.
I think Derby County, who won, I think, the league 2 years ago, ended up playing Borussia Dortmund, RB Salzburg, these European sides.
It's a measure of where they are and where you are in your careers. Don't forget, you know, obviously in Germany, obviously they feel they've fallen behind and they've taken quite a lot of youngsters from England. And well done.
Well, here is Ola Adebomi, tries to play a ball into Omalabu, who's done really well to get to that. He has Wells Morrison support. He goes down, wins the free kick.
Yeah, that's way better, David, in the first half. You can see the difference there where he gets in position. There he is. He's aggressive there to get across the line. Now he's taking the ball away from the defender and he's trying to encourage a foul. He gets the foul. There you go. Way better than the first half where he's trying to lay off first time and flick it round the corner. He's taken one on the back of the calf there, I think.
Stayed down. Just a recap of how important he's been in this game so far. He gave Palace an early lead.
Was it 5 minutes?
5 minutes in it was, yeah. From the penalty spot. He then made it 3-1 just after the break, again from 12 yards, and then completed his hat-trick from even closer this time, just inside the 6-yard box, to make it 4-1 to Crystal Palace. So
he's had a good day.
Successful day for him. He's back on his feet. This is his first goal here. Slammed into the top corner. And
here we go.
That set Palace well on the way to claiming all 3 points this Wednesday morning. But they have a chance to add to their tally now as Wells Morrison takes the set piece. It's bobbling around in the box and it comes loose and it's Dan Quick and it is 5-1.
You can tell he doesn't score many. Capitalise on it. Very well done. Floated free kick to the far. Kept alive. Oh, I thought it was Dan who kept it alive. It wasn't. It was one of the West Ham defenders who headed against the back of the other. Dan on his toes to snap it up. Very dispirited now, West Ham.
Well, 5-1. A great 90 minutes for Crystal Palace.
So
it came loose in the area.
It just hung up in the wind, didn't it? And Dan was just the first one to react.
Well, he slammed it home like a centre forward.
Absolutely.
From 8 yards out. His third goal of the season, which is a decent return for a central defender. And after creating a goal, getting an assist last week against Southampton, he gets his name on the score sheet as West Ham try and make the scoreline slightly more presentable. But Palace can break away.
That's good play.
Ola Adebomi is working hard on the halfway line after coming on.
Yeah, he's had a bad injury, hasn't he? And he's trying to get himself back up to speed, and he'll get there.
And now Palace can just keep the ball for the added time. They are taking all 3 points. They are adding to their goal difference. Although West Ham will not stop coming forwards. Here is Swire, who shoots from distance. But it was set too far outside that far post.
Well, you see certain things just at this stage. The willingness to... Right, so if you're 5-1 up, you kind of go, well, we'll be okay. The willingness to chase, to get back in position, to do the right things for the team. And you can see Aiden there racing to get back. Just a few seconds ago, and
well, coming into this game, Palace were level on points with Fulham at the top, but their goal difference was significantly worse off. So scorelines like this will be useful coming towards the end of the season, given that goal difference can be like an extra point if things do go down to the wire. into the second minute of added time, as Woods keeps battling away now. Robinson's brought down. The referee does give a free kick. Taken quickly. Here's Kaliba. He's just left with no options there. He has to go back to Woods. Woods with a nice ball into Swire. Swire on his left foot. He does shoot. It's deflected away. And it's Dan Quick who's there to complete the clearance.
That's an arm off, I think.
Well, it was Akinwale. He was penalised.
Yeah. Armed off. Might be Victor here.
Or in fact, it's...
There.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, right arm.
Here is Perkins. Last few actions of this game, and West Ham are determined to get one more. Perkins just loses it under his feet, but Sheridan's clearance is picked up once again.
Well
Swire now. And that's nice work from Ola Adebayomi to get back and get a foot in, and Thistleton will
well done, Victor.
Launch down the line.
Oh, the left back was on, wasn't he?
Rodney's ball is cut out by Forbes. Forbes cross from deep. Dan Quick gets up.
Well done.
Ball is laid back to Perkins. His pass to Robinson is loose. Now Perkins again.
Did you know how much the referee added on?
We don't know. We're into the
third.
Yeah. 4 minutes of added time have almost already been played.
That'll be it now, surely.
Well, he's been a significant part of this game, the referee. 3 penalties, 6 or 7 bookings. But the most important detail is that Palace will come away with the 3 points.
Yeah.
And even with 94 minutes gone, still working hard. But the referee does blow for full time. Crystal Palace go top of the under-18s Premier League South, 3 points clear of Fulham, and it's a convincing 5-1 win in the end over West Ham. They were made to work for it in the first half, but they went in 2-1 ahead, and it finishes here, Crystal Palace 5, West Ham 1. Mark Bright.
Yes, bit of shenanigans at the end of the game there. Ola a little bit unhappy, but delaying tactics, holding the ball. You know, it's frustration from the West Ham players. Obviously, come over here and taking a proper beating. But no, West Ham had a lot of the ball in the first half, and they moved it around. They had a lot of possession, and didn't capitalise on it. Didn't really create. I don't remember Joe making any saves, but we've run out 5-1 winners, and it's a really good scoreline, and it's a very professional performance. So well done to David Amalabu, gets himself a hat trick. Jack Wells-Morrison gets on the score sheet as well, and Dan Quick, and a very, very thorough performance. There's Cardo with the brace on his leg, the grape tracksuit bottoms, hugging the players. They're a proper team. They are. They're very together as a unit, and work hard for each other. And it's just seeing the benefits. Don't tell me David's got that match ball. This is the under-18s, Dave. You're not taking a ball home.
Well,
you'll be paying for it. But no, well done. It's always good at any level to see see people score goals, and he did well. David took his chances very well today.
Well, it's never boring when you watch Crystal Palace under-18s. 3 penalties, 3 goals for David Omalabu, 5 goals for Crystal Palace, and most importantly, 3 more points. They go 3 points clear at the top of the under-18s Premier League South. And another happy afternoon for Paddy McCarthy and his side. Full time here, Crystal Palace 5, West Ham United 1.